All right, let's get right into it. We are all living through this AI revolution, right? It feels like it's changing absolutely everything. But here's the thing, there's a huge paradox hiding just behind the curtain. On one hand, AI is creating this massive energy problem that could literally stop the whole boom in its tracks. But on the other, and this is the wild part, AI might also be the only thing that can solve it.
I mean, you see it everywhere. We've got large language models writing our code, generative AI creating incredible art. This tech is just fueling explosive growth in pretty much every industry you can think of. It really feels like we've tapped into this bottomless well of digital power.
And, well, there's always a catch, isn't there? All of that amazing computing power needs a truly colossal amount of electricity. And our power grid, the backbone of our entire modern world, it's really starting to feel the pressure.
And if you want to put a number on it, just look at this. The International Energy Agency is projecting that by 2026, that's just around the corner, data centers could be using as much electricity as the entire country of Japan. This isn't just a little bump, it's an exponential explosion in demand, and AI is the single biggest thing driving it. So here's what's so fascinating about this whole situation. The AI boom didn't actually create a new problem. Nope, it's more like it's pouring jet fuel on a fire that was already raging. Our grid was already stuck in a massive traffic jam before this latest AI surge even kicked off.
And this chart just lays it all out perfectly. Check this out. Right now, the entire US power grid has a capacity of around 1,280 gigawatts. Now, look at the projects, mostly clean energy by the way, solar, wind, batteries, that are just waiting in line to get connected. It's a jaw-dropping 2,600 gigawatts. Let that sink in. The line to get on the grid is more than double the size of the entire grid itself. That's what people mean when they talk about the interconnection crisis.
So, the real kicker, the heart of the problem, is this fundamental mismatch in speed. You can build a massive, power-hungry AI data center in about 2 years, but building the new power lines and the infrastructure to actually get electricity to it, well, that takes anywhere from 7 to 12 years. You've got permits, studies, all sorts of red tape. The demand is just moving at hyperspeed, and our ability to supply the power is stuck in the slow lane.
And let's be clear, this is not just an American problem, not by a long shot. This exact same gridlock is happening all over the world. To see what I mean, let's just quickly compare what's happening in the US with the European Union.
So, at first glance, the two systems look pretty different, right? In the US, you've got this more decentralized kind of patchwork system. Then you look over at the EU, and it's much more centralized, with a lot of coordination between countries. Even their philosophies are different. The US has traditionally relied on people, on human intervention, while the EU has been a bit quicker to adopt automation.
But, and this is the key, despite all those differences in how they're set up, they are running into the exact same wall. The problem isn't a lack of new power projects waiting to be built. It's not a technology problem. It's an administrative problem. It's old, slow, manual, paper-based processes trying to keep up at the speed of light. And it's just not working.
Okay, so we've got this massive new power hog, AI, that's putting incredible strain on a system already choking on its own paperwork. But this is where the whole story pivots. This is where we get to the paradox.
And that really is the billion-dollar question, isn't it? The demand from AI feels like this giant tsunami that's about to crash over the entire grid. But what if that very same AI technology could be the surfboard we need to ride the wave? What if we can use AI to fix the very traffic jam that AI is making worse?
And it turns out the answer is a resounding yes. We're not just talking theory here. We are already seeing real, tangible examples of AI transforming grid management, taking it from this slow-motion paper-shuffling nightmare to a fast, smart, data-driven process.
This quote just says it all. This is the old way. To figure out if a new power plant could connect to the grid, engineers had to literally, manually read through thousands of PDF documents. One single analysis took over 2,000 hours of highly skilled work. I mean, that's the textbook definition of a bottleneck. So, what's the new way look like? Well, it's a total game changer. First, AI can automatically sort through all the applications, kicking out the speculative zombie projects that are just clogging up the line. Second, it can speed up those super complex engineering studies. And third, once everything's connected, AI can help run the grid way more efficiently in real time.
And listen, this is happening right now. A major US grid operator, MISO, ran a pilot program. They took a 2-year-long, manual, painstaking study and used an AI platform to do the whole thing over again. You want to know how long it took? 10 days. From 2 years to 10 days. I mean, come on, that is an absolute paradigm shift. And it doesn't stop there. The applications are just popping up everywhere. Utilities in Europe are using AI to predict when equipment might fail so they can fix it before it causes an outage. In crowded places like the Netherlands, AI is helping squeeze every last drop of capacity out of existing power lines. And AI forecasting is getting so good, it's helping grid operators keep the lights on even during the most extreme weather events.
So when you put it all together, the big takeaway is that we're at this really critical moment. We have a huge, growing problem, and we have an incredibly powerful solution in our hands. But this is all playing out on a very, very tight deadline. Now, the good news is that regulators are starting to wake up and smell the coffee. Here in the US, there's a big reform called FERC's Order 2023 that's already pushing grid operators to change how they do things, moving away from that old first-come, first-served system to a smarter, first-ready, first-served model. It's finally clearing the way for these AI tools to do their thing.
Which brings us right back to where we started. That AI tsunami, it's not on the horizon anymore. It's here. The wave is building. We have the technology to manage it, to build that surfboard, but the real question, the race against time, is can we actually deploy these tools, update our old ways of thinking, and get that surfboard built fast enough before we all get washed away? The race is officially on.